Good day everyone. Today let's do the beautiful Mongolian pork rack or pork ribs or pork chops, whatever you want to call it. That's how it looks with a little bit of fat. It's 2 kilos. Okay, for the marinade, I'm going to use one tablespoon, that one, okay, of ginger garlic paste, 2 tablespoons of rice vinegar, extra virgin olive oil will be 2 tablespoons, soya sauce 1 tablespoon, as much as you want. Beautiful chicken stock. This is so that while roasting, you have a lot of liquid in there, so it doesn't go dry. And then the beautiful spices. The beautiful spices are, this is a teaspoon, so 1.5 teaspoon of salt, as much as you want, as per your taste. Is 2 teaspoons of crushed pepper, half a teaspoon of turmeric powder. There's 1 teaspoon of Kashmiri chili powder, 1 teaspoon of spicy chili powder. There's half a teaspoon of roasted cumin powder. There's 1 teaspoon of roasted coriander powder. Okay, let's start now. So let's prepare the marination. For that, as I told you, there's going to be 2 of these. This one, right? And that's going to be the number 2. Okay, this is the beautiful rice wine vinegar. And then the soya sauce, 1 tablespoon. That's it. And now the olive oil, 1. And this is extra virgin. Extra virgin normally is used for salads, but you can use it here, it doesn't matter. Yeah, just as long as it is oil. Yeah, you can use any oil, but olive oil gives you a better flavor too. And the beautiful ginger garlic paste, 1 tablespoon. If you don't have an oven, just don't worry. You can, marinate it this way. Chuck it in your pressure cooker. Pressure cook it not for long, just till it gets cooked. Then you take it and put it on a nice oil pan and then fry it all around. That's it. Very simple. No drama. No drama. Don't worry. See? Mix all this together, all right? So you see the marinade is ready. It's just the aroma is just like a reshad masala. You can put it on a lovely bangda, and then you can fry. Put it in between the bangda. Put some onion, chopped onion, and apply this marinade on top of the bangda, and then you fry it, and I can tell you it's going to be delicious. Okay, let's now marinate the entire 2 kilos of this beautiful pork rib, and then we will rest it for say an hour, and then we will chuck it in the oven at 200 degrees, okay, Fahrenheit, or 225, for 2 hours. Very simple, very simple. No headache, but you can prepare this in a pressure cooker. So just don't run around trying to buy an oven to prepare this. You just take your time. It took me maybe 20 years to buy an oven. Okay, so just relax. Okay, you can do it in a pressure cooker. All right, but you need a big one, or you do half of it, 1 kilo. Right. So the marination is done, but if you do have Goan vinegar, please use Goan vinegar instead of the beautiful rice wine vinegar. Okay, I would recommend you to put a few, poke the knife in a bit, intermediate places, so that the lovely masala goes in. Yeah, not too much, just a bit. Yeah. And also on the other side, that way. Okay, it's nice to have a nice piece with a lot of fat here. Okay, so let's let it rest, and then we will dump it in a nice baking tray. Okay, or sorry, a roasting tray. You need to make sure you have the slits on the other side. Okay, you can see all the slits. Okay, important, but you can try and pierce a bit also. Doesn't matter. Between the slits, that way. Okay. Alright, and then we will keep it to rest. This piercing is important because when you're roasting, your roasting should should penetrate. Okay, that's very important. So that's the reason to make these small piercing. Okay, and that makes your roasting better. All right, and all the ingredients, the beautiful spices, the Mingloorian or the Goan spices, they all going to go in. Okay, and roast it nicely and make it tender and lovely. So something important I missed. If your ginger garlic is very strong, just put little bit. Make sure you don't put too much ginger garlic, otherwise it will become a biryani. So I've now kept my oven on preheating. So it is seat 210. Okay. So 210 will preheat for say 15 minutes till it gets nice and warm and hot. And then we will continue for 2 hours. Meantime, I've got my marinated pork ribs chops ready, and then I will put it over here with a little bit of drizzle of olive oil, and then place it over here, some more drizzle of olive oil, a little bit of salt, and we will then close the top and put some chicken stock all around. Okay, so it doesn't become dry. All right, so let's start the next process. That's our goal and that's our mission, to see that this beautiful pork ribs chops pork rack is going to be delicious, tasty. Okay, so that much olive oil. Now we will place the beautiful pork over here. Then we will scoop out all the beautiful marinade, rub it all across. Okay, all over. I will then put some chicken stock. Okay, then we will put some chicken stock, which is very important. I need to wash my hands. So I've just put some chicken stock here so that I don't waste all the marinade. Okay, it has to get in there. Make sure the silver foil contains that marinade and doesn't go all over the place. Okay, it's very good to add some more beautiful chicken stock. Yeah, not too much, just okay, it'll be fine. Then we will give another drizzle on top. Yeah, that's it. And we will close the top. It's always good to have some salt on top, especially on the fat side. Yeah. So if you are good and your timing is fine, you will have a lovely crackle. Okay, that's the goal. Okay, it's nice to have a good crackle. Okay, let's now close the top. Okay, nicely close the top. Just make sure it will breathe from here. Okay, make sure it's going to breathe from here. Okay, now it's time to put it in the oven. So it's beautifully placed in the oven. It's got breathing space, and let's look after it after 2 hours with a 210 degree Fahrenheit. Okay guys, talk to you after 2 hours. What will happen after 2 hours? All right, so after 1 hour you just keep an eye, and I have actually topped up a bit of stock, because it goes dry. Okay, so make sure you do this small inspection in between. All right, so at 1 hour 45 minutes we have to do a nice inspection. Okay, we need to slowly check. Okay, so I will try, and we need to know whether the cooking is okay. Okay, the liquid is good, fine. Now I need to try and penetrate a knife in to see if it is sliding in. Okay, so in my opinion, I still think it's not sliding in properly, so I will probably give it another half an hour. All right, so let's close it. Yeah, make sure we cover it well. It's important to cover, it's very, very important to cover. Be careful of your hands, it's all hot, and also it has to breathe. Yeah, it's time for it to go in again, and let's give it another half an hour. So that means 2 hours 15 minutes. So after 2 hours 15 minutes, let's have a look. I'm thinking we're okay, so it's fine. Let's now remove the top and keep it this way for say another 15 minutes. Okay, 15 minutes. Let's keep it this way. Pretty hot, eh? So that the top, the top has to get a crackle, and then we will see how lovely this beautiful roast is going to become. Keep a good watch on it. Make sure the roasting tray does not go dry. You can add more stock or water. All right, once in a way, please check. So it's all good. It took a maximum of 2.5 hours at the temperature of 210 degrees Fahrenheit, and I think it's all good, all done. I will have one last test, and I think we have kind of achieved it. Wow. There you go. Cheers, guys. Enjoy this lovely pork rack dish, or pork chops you want to call it. Slice them that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then serve hot. Okay, with some mashed potatoes. This is going to be lovely, lovely, lovely. And now it's time for us to slice this beauty. Oh my God. So that's what happens if your roast turns out to be good. Okay, you see this, the skin is having the crackle. Okay, so we will now cut into nice pieces and serve it in this beautiful dish, right? Oh my God. So this lovely delicious roasted pork rack, Mangalorean roast pork rack, is served with a beautiful Goan twist, steaming, piping hot, spicy, tasty, delicious, flavorsome, got a nice crust, and I can tell you it is very, very delicious. Try this at home. Eat it with some lovely mashed potatoes, or even some steamed rice, or parota, chapati, bread, and I'll tell you, don't miss this one. Easy recipe, just took me 2.5 hours. Okay guys, cheers and enjoy. Have a lovely day.